Quick disclaimer before we start. Everything in this video is my own personal opinion and analysis, not financial advice, and not a recommendation to buy or sell anything. Please do your own research before making any investment decision. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is July 8th, 2026, and we're back with the Korean market edition of our monthly target scan. Same question as always, which stocks have a realistic, mathematically calculated path to gain 20 to 25% over the next month? Our system scanned 2,762 Korean stocks this morning and found just 12 candidates, a noticeably smaller list than our usual batches, and worth noting up front, not a single one of them reached our top net monthly target tier this time. Every name today sits in the strong candidate or watch zone. That's not a bad thing. It just means today's Korean list is a bit more speculative, a bit earlier stage than what we've seen in other markets. Quick reminder, this is not investment advice, purely an educational breakdown of a systematic scan. Let's get into it. Quick recap of the method for anyone new here. Every stock has a monthly classic pivot point, calculated from last month's high, low, and close. From that, we get a resistance 1 level, R1, the mathematically implied ceiling for this month. We measure how far the current price sits from that R1 ceiling. If that distance is between 15 and 30%, the stock qualifies. If it's specifically between 20 and 25%, the sweet spot, it earns bonus points, because that's realistic and achievable within a single month. We don't care whether a stock is recovering from a dip or continuing an uptrend, pure mathematical distance to target. Every name on today's Korean list happens to already be in a continuing uptrend, so there's no dip recovery story this time. On top of that, market cap of at least 30 billion won, RSI between 35 and 75, a technical rating that isn't an outright sell, and beta between 0.3 and 3.5 to screen out low liquidity structural noise. Bonus scoring comes from how close the upside is to the 20-25% sweet spot, healthy RSI, positive MACD, weekly RSI, beta near 1, and a small gap percentage. Now let's walk through all 12 in score order. At the top of our list is 12333, Genic, a health technology name, and today's highest score, though at 40 it's still short of our top net target bar of 45. Price is 27,401, up 2.2% today, and up a strong 26% over the past month, already one of the better monthly runs on this list. Monthly target sits at 34,931, 27.5% away, just outside the very top of our ideal 20-25% zone. On the generous side, MACD is positive, technical rating strong buy, RSI 63.6, healthy, approaching the upper half of our comfort range. And here's something worth flagging. Beta is minus 0.81. A negative beta means this stock has been moving somewhat opposite to the broader market, not uncommon for smaller health tech names driven by their own news cycle rather than the general market mood. Score 40, our strongest name today, but still a notch below what we'd call a truly clean top-tier setup. Second is 052460, iCRAFT, a technology services company. Price is 3,201, one of the lower price names on today's list. Up 2.1% today, up 18.5% over the month. Monthly target 3,984 won, 24.5% away, right in our ideal sweet spot. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 58, beta 0.37, right at the low edge of our acceptable beta range, meaning this stock barely qualifies as having enough correlation with the broader market to be considered a normal equity rather than a structurally disconnected one. Score 38. Third is 1AIN0640, Hanjin Cal, the holding company tied to the Hanjin Group, which includes Korean Air. Consumer services sector, price is 136,101, one of the higher price names today, up 1.7% today, up a strong 25.3% over the month. Monthly target 168,967 won, 24.1% away, right in the sweet spot. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 63.9, beta 0.74 moderate, sensible correlation with the broader market. Score 38. A recognizable holding company name with a genuinely clean setup, one of the more complete pictures on today's list. Fourth is 3D2000, Hanwoo Semiconductor, a manufacturing name in the chip-adjacent space. Price is 12,421. Today's move is a striking 9.6%, one of the largest daily gains on this list. Monthly performance is 18.3%. Monthly target 15,328.1, 23.4% away, right in the sweet spot. Here's the catch. MACD shows a caution flag, and the technical rating here is only neutral, not buy or strong buy. RSI is 46.8, just inside our healthy range, but on the low, unconvincing side. Beta 1.38, fairly high, meaning this stock amplifies broader market swings. Score 38, tied for second, but this is a good example of a stock where the target math looks great, while the underlying technical picture is more mixed. A big one-day jump with the trend confirmation not fully there yet. Fifth is 000240 Hankook & Company, the holding company behind the Hankook Tire Group. Price is 25,601, down 2.3% today, but up a modest 8.5% over the month. Monthly target 33,181, 29.6% away, right at the outer edge of our 15-30% filter range on the generous side. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 54, right in the middle, neutral territory. Beta 0.33, just barely inside our acceptable range, one of the lowest correlation names on today's list. Score 37. A recognizable industrial group name, red today but still qualifying on its monthly math. Sixth is 0448 Cosmax BTI, part of the well-known Cosmax Cosmetics Manufacturing Group, health technology classified here. Price is 19,161, down 2.9% today, up 12.3% over the month. Monthly target 22,857.1, 19.3% away, just under our ideal zone on the close side. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 57.9, beta 0.45, low correlation with the broader market. Score 37. Another red today? Positive month example. The pattern we keep seeing on this list. Today's mood doesn't reflect the underlying monthly trend. Seventh is 004960 Hanshin Construction. Price is 11,231, down 0.9% today, up a modest 6.7% over the month, one of the flatter monthly trends on this list. Monthly target 13,910, 23.9% away, right in the sweet spot. MACD positive, but technical rating is only neutral. RSI 50.9, dead center neutral. Beta 0.57, score 36. The target math here looks clean, but the underlying trend is one of the least convincing on the list. Worth watching for actual momentum to show up before getting too excited about the math alone. Eighth is 0440 Samil CNS in the non-energy minerals space. Price is 5,861, down 1.5% today, up a strong 24.6% over the month. Monthly target 7,621, 29.7% away, right at the outer edge of our filter range. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 52.9. And another negative beta here, minus 0.77. Again, a name whose price behavior has been running somewhat opposite to the broader market, which shows up more often in smaller sector-specific Korean names than you might expect. Score 33. Ninth is 011200 HMM, one of Korea's major shipping and logistics companies, a name many of you may recognize from the global container shipping headlines of recent years. Price is 2051, up 2.3% today, up 8.4% over the month. Monthly target 25,347.1, 26.4% away, comfortably within our range. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 50.5, beta 0.3, sitting at the exact floor of our acceptable beta range. Score 33. A globally relevant shipping name with a reasonably clean, if unspectacular, setup. 10th is 03983 Aurora World, a toy and character licensing company. You may know their plush toy brands. Price is 19,991. Notice this one. Down a sharp 8.7% today, the worst daily move on today's list, but 1 month performance is still positive, up 16.1%. Monthly target 25,357.1, 26.8% away, comfortably in range. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 58.4, beta 0.34, score 32. A rough day today, but the broader monthly trend and target math are both still intact. Exactly the kind of short-term noise versus monthly signal situation this scan is built to look past. 11th is 263800 Datasolution, a technology services company. Price is 5,941. Now here's the most dramatic number on today's entire list. Today's change is plus 30%, an enormous single-day spike. 1 month performance is 34.4%, meaning almost all of that monthly gain happened in the last 24 hours. But look at the monthly target, only 17% away, the lowest upside on today's list, below our ideal 20-25% zone. That's the direct consequence of today's spike. The stock has already eaten into most of the room it had to run this month. MACD positive, rating strong buy, RSI 71.3, the highest RSI on today's list, right at the edge of overbought. Beta 0.4, score 32. A textbook example of why our system rewards a specific sweet spot rather than just more upside is always better. After a 30% single-day spike, the realistic remaining room shrinks fast, and the overbought RSI is a real caution flag here. Our 12th and final name today is 27673U, Hanwul and Jeju. No relation to Hanwul Semiconductor from earlier on this list, despite the similar name, just a naming coincidence common in the Korean market. Price is 19,451, roughly flat today at plus 0.3%. But 1 month performance is a massive 50.2%, the single best monthly gain on today's entire list by a wide margin. Monthly target, 24,333 won, 25.1% away, right in our ideal sweet spot, remarkably, even after such a huge run already. Here's the catch though, MACD is showing a caution flag despite the technical rating still reading buy. A bit of a contradiction. RSI is 58.1, beta 1.23. Score 30, our lowest today, landing in the watch tier rather than strong candidate. A stock that already ran up 50% in a month with a slightly conflicted momentum picture. Worth watching closely rather than treating as a confident setup. Stepping back, 3 things stand out from today's Korean list. First, no top-tier names today. Every single one of our 12 candidates fell in the strong candidate 30-40 or watch 30 tier. Nobody reached our top net monthly target bar of 45. Compared to other markets we've covered, today's Korean batch is genuinely more speculative and earlier stage. Second, today's mood doesn't match the month. 5 of our 12 names were actually down today. Hankook & Company, Cosmax BTI, Hanshin Construction, Samil CNS, and Aurora World, yet every one of them still has a positive 1-month trend. Same lesson as always, this scan measures monthly math, not daily mood. Third, 2 extreme outliers. Datasolution's 30% single-day spike ate into its own monthly target room, dropping its upside to the lowest on the list. And Hanwul and Jeju's 50% 1-month run, yet paired with a mixed MAD signal, makes it the one name today that landed in the lower watch tier, instead of strong candidate. Both are reminders that after an outsized run, the math can look fine even while the underlying momentum picture gets murkier. Important section, please listen carefully. Today's scan sits in our precision target family, built around mathematical distance to a monthly pivot-based target. It does not predict when a stock reaches that target, only that the current distance sits in a statistically reasonable zone for a 1-month horizon. Today's list carries extra reason for caution. No name reached our top confidence tier, and 2 names, Datasolution and Hanwul and Jeju, already had outsized recent runs before we even measured them. Past patterns and calculated targets do not guarantee future performance. This program is not investment advice. Everything shared here is for educational and informational purposes only. Always do your own research and consult a licensed professional before making any investment decision. That wraps up today's 382 Korea Monthly 20 to 25% target scan. A smaller, more speculative list of 12 names, a reminder that daily red candles don't break a monthly trend, and 2 real outliers in Datasolution and Hanwul and Jeju. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which of these 12 names you'd like us to track going forward. Take care of yourselves, and see you next time as informed investors.